Rutgers heads to Penn State. Penn State a 20.5-point favorite, total of 41 on this game. It's 11 a.m. Central Time on FS1. And pull up the numbers here. And full season numbers have Penn State by 22.16. My power rating is Penn State minus 21.7. So the full season score would have it Penn State 34-12, somewhere around there. Now, relatively close to the number. Rutgers, their defense is surprisingly decent, right? They're not great at stopping the run. They're pretty good at stopping the pass. The issue for Penn State is that their offense is not great. Now, they do destroy the teams that they're supposed to beat, right? We saw them do it against Maryland just a couple weeks ago. They've got an Ohio State-Michigan problem, and that's it. But it is what it is. Now, they lose to Michigan last week at home. Now you've got an early kick against a team that you're supposed to beat, and you're depressed. You're not going to win the conference. You just fired the offensive coordinator. What are we going to do here, right? What are we going to do? Rutgers can't throw the ball, number 125 PPA per pass, but they only try and throw it like 39% of the time. You look at what they do rushing the ball, and they're not great, and they're going against one of the best rushing defenses in the country. Now, let's move it over, and let's look at the last 4 weeks. Now I've got Penn State favored by about 17.5. So about 30, that's 32-14 or something like that. Rutgers, number 121 PPA per drive on offense, number 44 on defense. Penn State, on the other side, number 70 PPA per drive on offense, and number 38 on defense. The defensive numbers, obviously, not looking good. But, in that time span, they've got Ohio State, and they've got Michigan. Michigan didn't really throw it on them at all. But it doesn't matter how much they throw on you when, your passing success rate is number 100 and your PPA per pass is number 103. The crazy thing is we saw Michigan run the ball basically like 30-some-odd straight times, right? And there was a pass in there. There was a pass interference, I know. But regardless, it didn't count on the stat sheet, so it is what it is. But Penn State's defense is still number 9 in the country in PPA per rush. So predicted points added per rush, they're number 9 in the country. Rutgers, that's what they do best, and they're number 87. That's terrifying if I'm a Rutgers fan. I think this thing's going to be low scoring. I think it's going to be a slog. I'm going to trust the 4-week number here, 17.63. I don't think Penn State covers this week. We saw them do the same thing when they lost to Ohio State. They came out against Indiana, didn't look great. I don't think that Rutgers is going to be able to score a ton of points here, but I also don't think that Penn State scores a bunch of points. This feels 20-6 to me, somewhere around there, 24-7 or something like that. So I do kind of like the under on this as well. But yeah, give me Rutgers plus the points here. I kind of trust them to go into Sleepy Happy Valley this week and get that thing done.
Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.